news just coming in. A general alert has been sounded across Jammu and Kashmir after two terrorist attacks took place in the last 24 hours. Forces have been advised to increase the vigil for the possibility of more terror attacks in the state. Shuja ul Haq now joins me live from Srinagar. Shuja, more terror attacks anticipated. The entire state has been put on a high vigil.
Well, that's right. The state has been put on a high vigil. We've been told our sources that all the forces from various agencies have been told and advised to increase the vigil and alertness for the possibility of similar terror attacks. Remember, this is the second attack that has happened in last 36 hours, first being in Katwa yesterday and then today in Samba. Though the intelligence agencies had yesterday in the evening only alerted most of the places in and around Samba for possibilities of these terror attacks, and that is perhaps the reason why the army was on an alert, and they could counter these militants right before they even managed to storm inside the camp.
Right.
However, now what we are learning from our sources in the government is that an alert has been sounded all across, including Kashmir Valley as well. Most of the agencies have been specifically told to be on an increased vigil as far as possibilities of similar attacks is concerned.
All right, Shuja ul Haq, appreciate you joining us with those developments. The intelligence sources, however, say that the same terror group was behind the Katwa attack, is likely to be behind the strike in Samba. The possibility that the Samba attackers are a part of the same batch of infiltrators cannot be ruled out. It is believed that the initial terror group consisted of 8 to 9 terrorists. Sources are adding that the presence of more terrorists cannot be ruled out. Joining me with the latest as far as the Intelligence Bureau inputs are concerned is my colleague Jugal Purohit. Jugal, the presence of more terrorists cannot be ruled out. 8 to 9 terrorists infiltrated, and it appears that today's attacks are closely related with the attacks we saw yesterday.
That's true, and the relation does not just end with the geographical, relation that the region of Samba and the region of Katwa share with each other. And as you just mentioned, this, at least for now, and since we do not as yet have the identities of the terrorists who were killed yesterday with us, since we do not have the identities of those people who have been killed today in the ongoing operation in the Samba region, the entire establishment of evidence, the entire establishment of their individual identities and tracing back their paths to the across the border region is something which will take time. But what we are now bringing to you are inputs that the intelligence agencies feel and have been sharing, according to what we understand, with the army, with the BSF, with the local police and the CRPF. These inputs say that there was an alert about an infiltration which was to take place. What took place yesterday, there was information that there were more number of terrorists who were involved, and now that they've actually surfaced in the Samba region, not too far from where the incident took place yesterday, it is being said, at least for now, and the estimate is that it's a part of the same group which had split up for different attacks, and one more such attack cannot possibly be ruled out. That's what we have for now. As I said, of course, the identities of all these men involved are yet to be ascertained, but this is what is, what we can piece together for our viewers on the basis of what the assessment of the intelligence agencies, show and project for now. As they're saying, the most important point, of course, being that one more such attack cannot be ruled out. At least 60 to 70 odd LET men are across the border in their launch pads waiting to be, thrust in to the South J&K region, since for now the snow has ensured that at least in the upper reaches of the Kashmir region, infiltration is extremely difficult. This is one route which is viable, which is open, and which is being used. Back to you.
All right, Jugal Purohit there pointing out that another attack of this nature cannot be ruled out. This is the latest information that we're getting as far as the intelligence inputs on this big story is concerned. Ashwini Kumar, Shuja ul Haq, Jugal Purohit are going to continue to track developments on this big story for us.